So an exciting moment for this young couple. Competing here because the German champions, Winkler and Lohse, can't compete because she tore a ligament in her left knee last Monday. So this is 19-year-old Christina Beier and 21-year-old William Beier from Germany. Coached by Martin Scott-Nicky, and their music for this free dance, The Fifth Element.
Was the circular step sequence, staying in dance hold as prescribed right the way through it, and quick up. We might see some of that this evening. The skaters sometimes just catch an edge, now trying to do more and more in the ice dancing. When it goes wrong, it's just a spill. Good entry into the spin. And they're skating well, could do with a little more speed. And those one of the twizzle sequences that are prescribed.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. An energetic performance, and such a pity about the fall. It looked to me, Nicky, as though after the fall they just held back a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting to be looking at the routine and seeing the different elements and the routine and the prescribed elements. I think probably calling them all out would detract from the overall performance. but they could have done with more technical difficulty and, for sure, more attack and more speed. That's what makes a big difference, and just became a little ragged at places.
Just putting it into perspective, these two really are a junior couple, 5th in Junior Worlds, first time competing in a senior championships.
And you could see that in the practices, and you can see they'll be learning from everybody around them here, and more confidence needed. I think he could gain more confidence and just project more out to the audience, a little bit more disconsolate, but it can happen in a moment. I would not be surprised if we see more falls tonight, because in the practices, the turns and some of the movements are so acrobatic, requiring such strength now, that if it just goes wrong for a moment, just that microsecond out, and under pressure, that really can happen. There's no catching the girl. If the girl catches an edge and she's just spinning there, done. So it looks great when it works and when it's going at 100 miles an hour, but it can go wrong. But here, you can just see they were trying to do some interesting turns. The idea is if you fall, you get up and start from the nearest practical point. So don't detract from the overall choreography. Get up and carry on as soon as you possibly can. Man's hands cannot be above his head in the lifts, but you're going to see some very, very acrobatic lifts that require both the girl and the guy to be very, very strong.
Well, I said earlier that these two have got their ticket to Budapest by virtue of the fact that they were 2nd in German nationals, and the fact that Caddy and Rennie, the German champions, have got an injury. And incidentally, they're sat next to me with our German colleagues commentating on that routine for German Eurosport. We wish them all the best, and they've got about 6 weeks to get themselves ready for Dortmund. Such a pity for them, because they really had a medal possibility here, didn't they?
And that leading into Dortmund would have been excellent, putting the marker down. Now they're under pressure, and just a little prayer they can get in there and skate on home territory, because that would be fantastic. Skating in Dortmund is great.
Technical American required element marks not bad. Presentation 4.3 up to 4.6. Mr. Scott Nicky does not look impressed, sat at the side there. He's a hard taskmaster, that's for sure. But these two go into number 1. First place.